Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Rigathi Gachagua made some very interesting remarks today. Remarks that are going to inform the basis of our analysis. This work needs 10 years to achieve something substantial. There is no work you can do within 5 years. The first 5 are for planning, while the other 5 are for execution. Please give Ruto his 10 years. Rigathi Gachagua, 10th December 2023. That's today. So, in a layman's language, Rigathi is saying that as a government, they can't achieve what they promised Kenyans to achieve in 5 years. They need more time. They need 10 years. That's what Rigathi Gachagua is trying to say indirectly. We cannot achieve what we promised you in 5 years. Give us 10 more years. In May, Rigathi said this. In May this year, William Ruto has achieved 50% of promises he made to Kenyans. Rigathi Gachagua. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua claimed William Ruto has fulfilled over 50% of his promises to the Kenyan people. Gachagua defended William Ruto, stating that negative branding did not hinder the president from delivering on his promises. The second in command applauded President Ruto's accomplishments, asserting that he has fulfilled over 50% of his pledges. That was Rigathi speaking in May this year, and he was saying that at that time, Ruto had achieved 50% of his pledges. Today, in December, 7 months later, he's saying that this job is just too difficult. We can't achieve what we promised in 5 years. Give us 10 years. So you are seeing a Rigathi Gachagua who has made a U-turn from what he was saying in May. And this is not the first time we are seeing these contradictions from Rigathi. Rigathi, earlier this year again, talked on how the economy had been stabilized. And William Ruto has also been talking about the stability of the economy. A few days ago, CS Treasury told us that the government is struggling even to pay salaries. So a stable economy cannot pay salaries. There have been so many contradictions. William Ruto himself in 2022, while campaigning for the presidency, Ruto said this: "We have had a debate where our president wanted to serve the nation for 10 years, then let me go for another 10 years. But now I want to tell you that I am no longer interested in the 10 years. I only need you to give me 5 years. If my work impresses you in the 5 years, you can add me another 5. But if I fail, you have the liberty to elect another president," Ruto said. That was last year when he was campaigning for the presidency. And even as president a few weeks ago, William Ruto told Kenyans that he only needs 5 years. If he fails in the 5 years, Kenyans should not give him another term. Now Rigathi is telling us that, these 5 years are just for planning. The work should start in our second term. Yes. These are leaders who are completely contradicting themselves. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what all this means politically. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. What does all that mean? The first meaning to that, Rigathi is admitting that they have failed to fulfill on the pledges they made to Kenyans. So it's just requesting for more time to fulfill on the pledges. And we can still remember upon this team being sworn in, Rigathi said, give us 3 months, give us 6 months, give us 1 year. And now he's saying, give us 10 years. Even if they are given that 10 years, they'll still be requesting for more time. And I've always maintained that even if given 100 years, they will have achieved completely nothing. So the sentiments by Rigathi just confirms that even the government is admitting that they have failed to deliver. So for those still arguing that William Ruto is going to achieve, they should come out of that dream. They are not going to achieve in the first 5 years, and even if added another 5 or 10 years, they'll never achieve. Secondly, the sentiments by Rigathi Gachagua confirms that these are team taking Kenyans for fools. They see Kenyans as zombies, people who they can just play on their psychology. And on this, I blame their supporters. I blame Kenyans who are supporting this government because these sentiments are made for them. And some will actually believe what Rigathi is saying. And they'll go ahead and they'll make a mistake of giving these individuals 5 more years come 2027. And just as I've been saying, if Kenyans make that mistake, William Ruto will change the constitution. He will become a lifetime president. That's something Kenyans should actually know well in advance. And some of his close allies have already started off that debate. One such individual being Nandi Senator Cherargei. If Kenyans make a mistake of giving this team another term, William Ruto will change the constitution to become a life president. I only hope and wish Kenyans could listen to some of these things we are saying in this forum. Don't make that mistake. The sentiments by Rigathi also goes on to confirm how confused Kenya Kwanza government is. They actually don't know what is eating them. According to them, they think they will deliver if given more time, but they don't know that some of their policies are hindering them from delivering. They are saying they inherited a broke government, but the same team is increasing the size of the government. CS Treasury is saying the government is broke and they cannot even afford to pay salaries. At the same time, the President, William Ruto, is insisting on adding more positions of CASs. So a government struggling to pay employees, struggling to pay salaries, adding more positions for salaries. I strongly believe that this is a government that is just clueless, was not ready to serve. And the most honorable thing this team should do is to resign, because it's very clear Their continued stay in office is damaging this country beyond repair. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. But as I stop, Kenyans should know well in advance that even if this government is given more time, they will not deliver. And signs are very clear that they're not going to deliver because this is just their first year, and you are seeing they have already started 2027 campaigns. This is just a campaign Rigathi has started. And it's good they're revealing to us early enough the kind of a narrative they will be using in 2027. 5 years is not enough. Give us 5 more years to fulfill or to complete what we have started. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. In case you may want to support our forum, for the forum to continue growing strong and stronger, feel free to channel any kind of a support to that number. Let's meet in our next analysis.